in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pass incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brings up second.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jack Cox in punt formation for the Lions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
1-yard line.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. This is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Who wants some?
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a first down throw. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Marvin Jones.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford looking deep now for Amendola. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Check three.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Jackson on the tackle.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season. And he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Lions 10, Panthers 7. Matt Prater to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Sly set to boot it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Complete to
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defenses. Get up the field. Defense.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Winston gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, Winston. And that's incomplete.
Winston.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
16. Panthers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Third down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it.